Hi, group number one. So you chose sharking. And so today we are going to see what you need to hear right now. So what messages Spirit has for you. And we are going to read from the book what this card sharking means to start off the reading. One of the most ancient and revered creatures is sending you a message to move. Sharking says keep gliding in and around relationships or conflict. This is not avoiding, but simply a way of moving into and out of experience. It is not the time to be stagnant. Stillness is not your friend right now. You need to move softly around the situation. Check it from all angles with a slow and measured movement. You will outlast the discomfort, drama, and conflict that surrounds you. No big motions are required now. An easy and continuous pace is best suited for you. Movement in the subtle body is helpful to find your rhythm. Don't get pinned down by any one person or expectation. Swim, slide, glide effortlessly, and you will find what you need. So this makes me think like just keep swimming. The thing that like just keep swimming, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I think the big message here is not to stay in a situation just because it's comfortable. Like it might not be, it might be actually uncomfortable, like physically uncomfortable to leave a situation or a relationship. But if you know that's the right thing for you, don't just stay pinned down to a job, to a relationship, to whatever it is, just because it's easier to do so. Spirit wants you to keep moving because it seems like whatever the situation is right now for you, that it seems like something better is waiting for you. Something like the divine plan for you seems to be different than what you're doing right now. So hopefully that resonates, but we're going to get a lot more cards out to see. So what should we start off with? How about we start off with tarot. We'll use the tarot and get like a little overview. Spirit, can we get a triplet on what an overview of the situation, what messages you have? Ooh, what messages you have for group number one? We have the Hierophant reverse. It's like don't commit. Spirit saying don't commit, keep moving. Because the Hierophant to me is like the commitment card. It's also like tradition. So maybe something you want to do is not traditional in some sense. And that's why you haven't pursued it. Or maybe you're just doing things right now according to your society, your family's idea of what you should be doing, but it doesn't mean it's right for you. And we have 5 of Wands reversed here, 2 5s. You know, 5 is all about change, chaos. So there might be some arguments you're trying to avoid too with family, but it looks like if you're afraid of that, if you move out of the situation, you keep doing your own thing, there won't be conflict if you're worried about that. Or maybe you're in a situation now that has a lot of disagreements and stuff like that. Maybe that's a sign to keep moving. Like anything that's a conflict, isn't that what the thing said, conflicts? Anything that's pinning you down, moving away from that, not committing to that anymore, will be good for you. Let's go on card. Whoa. Wow. The Lover is reversed. Came out. So this is likely to do with a relationship. Well, it is about a relationship. It doesn't mean it has to be a love relationship, but it has to do with some partnership, other people. All reversed here. So it seems like there's been some kind of imbalance in this partnership, relationship. It really could be anything, but it looks like that is what this group, so if this resonates, this is definitely the tile for you, but Spirit is saying the relationship, partnership you're in right now is not the one for you, and I think you know this too, and it's time to keep moving. Time to keep moving on. 2 major arcanas out of 3. It's a big deal. Not easy. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. You know what's waiting for you when you make these changes? Freaking 10 of Cups is on the bottom. A new cycle is waiting for you that's going to be much happier, much more emotionally fulfilling, less conflict, like, so interesting. Let's see. What else do you have? Whoa. Honor and respect will come to you. Yeah, I think doing your own thing and going, like paving your own path will make people respect you and lead you to somewhere awesome. Like if this is work, maybe you want to leave a job. I see that if this is true, you will end up somewhere else. Eventually, if not right away, that will be a higher position, a more respected position. a more lucrative position. The crown, that's like royalty. That literally is like a 10 of cups. It's like having everything you want and more. Getting the respect of others, which just seems like you haven't been getting here. Let's see what else here is. Fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could be the person, the partnership that you're being called to examine and keep moving from. And I feel like even if it's not, it doesn't mean you have to completely move away from it. It's just like, don't be pinned down, like keep emotion, don't settle. It seems to be the message for this group. So this could be confirmation. Blonde, gray, or white hair, fair woman. Oh my gosh. Old patterns wash away. As you focus on love instead of fear, you start to vibrate at a higher level of consciousness. Your old patterns are no longer serving a purpose in your life and are slowly washing away. Remind yourself that you are protected, guided, and aligned. I love this. This seems very fitting. Like your old patterns, like spirits, like keep moving. There's more, don't stay in a state of fear. Don't just stay somewhere because it's comfortable. Like keep moving on. Leave the patterns that don't serve you behind because there's so much more here for you. And like if it seems scary to leave the situation you're in, like if you feel like you're pinned down right here and there's sharks circling you, like they're not really, but like that's how scary it seems to leave whatever your situation is. Like Spirit wants you to know you are divinely protected and there's so much abundance and respect and honor coming. And I feel like for some of you, there could be a fair woman. This could be you for some of you or someone else coming into your life. But it also could be confirmation about what Spirit is saying to leave behind or who's to leave behind. What else do you have, Spirit? We have here, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Yeah, I think it would be really important to communicate how you are feeling with the people in your life. And I think that'll take away a lot of the pressure. Like if you let them know you need to keep going, keep doing things your own way. You can't really settle right now, or maybe you're taking a different path than what you're feeling wanting, whatever it is for you. I think just being honest with yourself as well with what you want, but also communicating to others what it is you want will be very helpful. And maybe just also communicating with other people to get advice and like other friends, because I feel like there is a lot of support for you, even if you don't feel like it right now. Yeah, you are good enough. I love this. You are good enough. You do deserve to feel really good and respected. It will be there for you. The more you love and respect yourself, the more other people will do that, Spirit's saying. Because maybe you've been attracting relationships in your life that just you haven't been really respected. It hasn't really been equal give and take, it's just been like take. People just haven't been treating you right. And I think Spirit's trying to say like, you are good enough and you need to, value yourself more and also communicate with yourself, like be honest with yourself about what you want and just know that you're deserving of it. Because maybe you have these dreams and these wishes you want to fulfill, but you feel like it's selfish to go after them for whatever reason. And Spirit's like, no, you do deserve it. You are good enough for the 10 of Cups, Let's see. I haven't used this deck in a while. Let's see what the Goddess Isis deck, what advice Isis has for you. What other advice? What does support group number one? What does group number one need to hear right now? Oh, we got 3 cards come out. We're just going to read everything that comes out. Oh, cool. 4. Scales of balance. Oh my gosh. Didn't I just say give and take? I'm sorry if you can't read this. I can't really see my phone. But balancing, give and take, directing and flowing, play a solitude. Wait, sorry. I was trying to look at the camera at the same time. I'm just going to read it to you and then I'll put it down. Balancing, give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, and play. Yeah, balancing, I think, give and take in all ways is going to be really important to you. But I feel like in relationships, for sure, in regards to your reading specifically. Knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. That means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. So I guess you're being called to work with Isis if you want, or at least like in regards to this reading specifically, it's letting us know that you are protected and abundance is yours and you are powerful and you have the divine here helping you. And then I was just looking to see, I'm just going to read all of them. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. This seems very fitting. Isis offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be. Yes. This is circling back to the very beginning. I love that for you. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have, Spirit, for group number 1? Any additional messages you have? We have the Sun in Taurus and the 11th house. Yes, stable relationships are coming into your life. The 11th house is all about friendship. It's like the Make-A-Wish house too. It's like your desires, whatever you want, are going to be yours, and it's yours. Like the Sun is like who you are, your identity. Some of you guys might be Tauruses or Leos, or the 11th house is Aquarius, right? Yeah. So that could be for some of you. We also have Taurus energy with the Hierophant, and the Lovers is Gemini and Virgo. But again, you can be any sign, just saying that in case that resonates. But putting yourself first and going after what you want is going to bring forth better friendships, more loyal relationships, more financial abundance. With the Taurus here and the Sun, like the Sun's putting yourself first, like shining bright, like doing what is your highest purpose, I'm seeing here, and going after your desires and putting yourself first right now. Ultimately, it seems selfish, but it's not. Doing what you want is going to bring forth other friends, or more friends, more partnerships, just really all of your desires. And Taurus is telling me that will be stable and long lasting. And Taurus is also like the second house, which is career and finances and stuff like that. So you will even bring forth more abundance if this is about a work relationship for you guys, or just in general. I feel like your life is about to be 10 of Cups once you start making these changes. So that's wonderful. What else? Final messages we have for group number 1. Man and Snake. So this could be showing us that there is a male relationship that is deceptive or not really who they seem to be. They could be kind of going behind your back, and this, and this could be confirmation for you. We're going to put these. Let's get one ornament. Oh, I love that our final card is the Clover. New opportunities are coming. When you leave these snaky people behind, it sounds bad saying that, but there's so much luck, abundance, and prosperity waiting for you, group number 1, and soon. This card is all about good luck and opportunity, like now. It's crazy how the universe works when you start making the right moves and, be on God's plan, or whatever you want to call it. Miracles start happening. Good things start happening. Once you rinse away the old patterns, maybe doing a salt bath or cleanse would be good for you. or cord cutting ritual or release ritual. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this in real time, it's a great time to do a release ritual. The full moon was just last night, so we're in the full moon period. That might help you. Cord cutting ceremony you can look up. I'm thinking that too with the knot here, but really maybe just talking to your spirit guides. But I think it really starts with getting clear with what you want and just moving away from things that aren't serving you, and really practicing more self-care and self-love. And you will, once you start respecting yourself, so many good things are going to start pouring in for you, group number 1. So I hope this was helpful. I love you so much. I wish you all the best, and I will see you super soon. Bye, group 1. Hi, group number 1. Sorry, my ear is going to shut off any second now. You guys chose the Amoeba, so I'm going to read from the book, and we are going to find out today what you need to hear right now, what messages Spirit has for you. So Amoeba, the simple survivor, has everything she needs. This visitor, in her simplicity, brings a message of independence, individuality, and longevity. Since the beginning of time, she has existed, undefined by shape, able to stretch and flow in her own way. Amoeba brings a message of autonomy and freedom. You won't be trapped or boxed in. You have skillfully maneuvered out of confining, rigid situations before, and this time is no different. Trust your history and natural ability to shapeshift. Amoeba reminds you of the flexibility of your very nature, slippery at times, able to move fluidly through any situation. You have all that you need. Enjoy the simplicity and self-sufficiency you embody. If perhaps you have forgotten your autonomy and stick like a parasite to things that don't serve you, Amoeba is a reminder to be flexible, creative, and to let go. Being too rigid and inflexible goes against your natural essence. Free yourself and simplify. So that seems to be the overall message that you need to hear right now. There might be some situation in your life. Maybe there's some codependency issues, or just kind of staying in a situation because it's comfortable. But it looks like you're being called to really embrace your autonomy and individuality, your true authentic self, and kind of go with the flow more and simplify your life. Maybe things have been a little hectic, but we are going to draw more cards and get more information. Let's start off with the tarot and get a triplet here to see more about your situation and confirm that this energy in this pile is for you. Spirit, what does group number 2 need to hear right now? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. What does group number 2 need to hear right now? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers reversed. I think that this card came out in another group, not in the bottom. Okay, so it looks like you're coming out of a time, or maybe you're in this time kind of in hermit mode, and there could have been some lack mentality going on, feeling you don't have enough, and maybe closing off to help from other people, closing off to people in general, or like they were talking about before, like maybe latching on to people, or like because you feel like if you don't have them, you won't have enough, or if you don't have them, you'll be alone. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Perhaps you're even maybe like hypersocial, like the opposite of the hermit, like going out a lot or spending a lot of time with other people because there's this like fear of being alone or not having enough. But Spirit wants you to know, group number 2, that you are enough. You have everything you need. You don't need other people. So Spirit wants you to examine the relationships in your life right now, and maybe just things in general, and think about what's the purpose behind this. Like, is it holding you back in life? Are you really just in this relationship or partnership, whatever it is? Can be any partnerships. It may be romantic, but friendships and work relationships, whatever. Are you just doing this because it's easy and you don't want to be alone? Or is it like a real connection that's serving your highest good? Because Spirit wants you like to know for real that you don't need other people. You don't need anyone. You are very powerful. You are able to manifest whatever you want. You have all the tools you need at your disposal. And if you do break free of any other people and do your own thing, you won't be in lack. This is a reverse. You won't be like totally alone and isolated. You know, like there are people out there, but you don't want to be with someone just because it's easy or comfortable. Spirit wants you to know that there's a divine plan that is bigger than what's going on currently. Let's see. And perhaps you've already had these feelings, like maybe you wanted to leave someone, but you didn't want to be alone. Something just, wow. This flew to the ground. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So, I kind of thought something else, and I won't say what I was just thinking, but I was just thinking climax in like a relationship way. Maybe like the relationships you've been in haven't been very fulfilling in that sense, and something more passionate is coming. But also like there could be a completion of a relationship, and then once you do so, like there's going to be things you're going to be able to follow your passions, your hobbies, what you want, and you're going to meet people that really like, you know, make you feel energized and don't deplete you. Like I feel like there's been some relationships in your life that have been depleting, and when you cut those out, you're going to have like all this energy, and it's going to be a lot more fun. You feel a lot better. Whoa. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Yeah, I think you know what we're talking about then, what relationships and stuff. It might be negative emotions, but I feel like also you'll just be feeling a lot better too once things are cut off, like high emotions on both ends. But I feel like this is kind of like you're just drained and lethargic, not feeling great because of specific relationships. But next we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. There's all this full moon energy because the super moon is when there's a full moon, but it's closest to the earth. So you feel the effects more strongly. We actually just had a super moon 2 days before I'm filming this, but this is a timeless reading. And then we have we have a lot of these cards that came out. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, Spirit really wants you to take action and not just stay stuck in whatever situation is going on for you. And then we have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So yeah, if you've been feeling lethargic and drained, it's likely due to some relationships you're in. You're meant to be free-flowing and independent, and you're meant to do what you want to do. And there are relationships and people out there that will allow you to do that. You know, not like they have to give you permission, but I mean, you won't feel drained by the people you're with. You won't feel like you can't do what you want because the people you're with, you know. You will feel so much more like yourself. Like you may even be in Aries, like you just are more independent and you like being around other people and stuff, but there's another Aries energy here. But you need to be able to do your own thing and have some sort of independence to be happy, group number 2. And Spirit's really coming through to tell you that right now. Let's see. What else does group number 2 need to hear right now, Spirit? Oh, it's a month of the year. Interesting. Out of 200 cards, there's only 12 of these. January. So perhaps January means something to you. Are there any goals you set in January that have been just pushed to the side because of other things that have come up? Maybe this is a great time to focus on your old goals and resolutions that will keep you from feeling alone and lack and stuff like that. And like motivate you to get this energy. Like even if you're alone, you're going to be able to get back on track on what your goals are in life. Perhaps January is important to you in some other way. Like that could have been, it's really coming through that that it's about what goals you set, you know, even if it wasn't New Year's, like what other goals have you had that you have had to be pushed to the wayside because of relationships that took over or took your energy and time. It's like if you're more independent and free and put more time for yourself, you're going to be able to put time into those and you're going to feel a lot happier. We have flowers here. So January, like, and also I'm seeing here with January, you know, it's all icy and cold and frozen. Doesn't that nose look really long? Maybe there's been a time of just stagnation for you and maybe like there's been some lying going on. I never really thought of it that way. I don't know. And just people that are making you not flow like you're supposed to. And like Spirit wants you to move into this phase of blooming. Like the ice is melting, its flowers are blooming, you're happy and you're free. Birds are freedom. It doesn't mean you have to cut off all relationships in your life, you know. It's just the ones that are holding you back. And you likely know, like I've said this in the beginning, but you likely know who this is or who they are. It could be friend groups, family members, whatever, that you just need some space from. And yeah, you don't have to cut them out completely. You just need some space to yourself. It's part of like who you are. you need to be able to have some freedom, and you need to have some time for yourself to follow your passions, and it'll make you feel like so much better, so much more energized. And on the bottom, look at this. Problems to be resolved, ink pot. Yeah, this is Spirit saying like, you doing this will resolve your problems. Like, it might seem like, oh God, but I don't have the time, or like, what if I'm still tired? I don't have energy to do that. I'm working still, even if I'm not with them. Do I have the money? Spirit's saying like, once you start doing all this, like, your other problems will start getting better too. Like, don't come up with excuses and stay in this lack mentality. Let's see, what other cards should we get? Any other messages for group number 2, Spirit? Keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Oh my gosh. Dream deep. Yeah, what were your dreams that you've put off since the winter? I know it's like, well, this is a timeless reading, but it's time to bloom and be happy. Like, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Maybe you're in your head a lot lately, and it's time, Spirit wants you to get grounded. Maybe grounding practices will help you get clear on what it is that you want. Going out in nature, whatever it is, but spring is coming. Dream deep. What are your dreams? It's now the time to go after those. Yes. Okay, that's good. What other final message you have for group number 2? Love. You are immensely loved by all that is. You are surrounded by divine light and uplifted by the frequency of love. You are energetically supported to be your true self and to manifest true relationships, love, and desires. Spirit's coming through. Yes. You are enough by yourself, and you are so loved. And like, once you start loving yourself and like putting yourself in situations where, you know, there's people that love you and support you, you're going to be able to manifest everything you want. That's like when I was talking about the problems to be resolved, like, once you start doing what makes you happy and feeling loved, like, by yourself, then all these other things are going to manifest in your life that you want. Roll the dice for a final message for group number 2. We have Venus. Venus rules love. Virgo in the 2nd house. So yes, if you're worried about money and stuff like that, if you leave someone or whatever, even in general, that won't be a problem. I see that you're a hard worker, and you really, I think putting yourself first for a little bit and like beautifying your life and like really figuring out what your preferences are, what makes you happy, will just keep bringing forth more and more abundance. This is Spirit confirming that for us. Let's use this. The moon just came out, so yes. The moon in Lenormand represents emotional satisfaction, work satisfaction, and that is definitely coming for you. It's just like this next cycle is going to be so fulfilling. It's going to give you this childlike energy that's new. The child in Lenormand represents, like, it could represent like a child, but it's like new beginnings, like something brand new that makes you feel excited, like child's joy. And that is coming in this new cycle for you. We have the key on the bottom, so perhaps there's a move involved, but really I see this as the solution to any of your issues, the problems going on. You will find a solution, Spirit's saying, and it will all become much easier and clear once you start putting your own happiness and self first. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Actually, I'm going to grab one more advice card from Goddess Isis. One more, Spirit. Closing message. I feel called to do so, so we're going to do it. Life restored. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back to life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so will you rise again, healed and renewed. I knew there was a reason why I was called to this. Like everything I said, you are like, what dreams have you put to rest? They're coming back to life. Like, in your life is going to be so beautiful and energized. I feel like you've been low energy or something like that. I don't know. I just have gotten that feeling. You're going to feel so renewed soon. So I'm happy for your group 2. I hope this resonated. I hope you're well. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 3. So you chose Effervescent. We are going to start with reading from the book what this card means. We're going to get some messages from Spirit about what Spirit wants you to hear right now. So Effervescent is sending you a message of permission to lighten up. Now is the time for effervescence. Be light, bubbly, and unpredictable. Pop your cork, spray your message, spit it to the wind. Free yourself from the canister. Effervescent is calling you to raise up the parts of yourself that are joyful, quirky, transient, delightful, and refreshing. If you have found yourself flat, it is time to shake it up. I love this. Spirit wants you to have more fun, Group 3. Wants you to lighten up, be more bubbly, be more optimistic. Maybe you've been down the dumps, and I'm sure there's a reason, but Spirit wants you to look at the lighter things in life, the light side of life, and have more fun, be more bubbly. Maybe you used to have more of a bubbly personality, but life has kind of dampened that. But really, Spirit wants you to think about what makes you feel good, what makes you laugh, what makes you just feel light as air, and just who makes you feel that way too. Maybe it's time to call them up, spend some time with them, or meet people that do that for you. So we're going to start with the tarot and get a message here. Spirit, can we get a triplet? If you're clear and accurate messages, please let us know what does group number 3 need to hear right now. What does group number 3 need to hear right now? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. What does group number 3 need to hear right now? What does group number 3? Ooh. Yeah. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. I really do feel like you're being called maybe to look at what made you happy as a kid. And also people, maybe some older friends, people you haven't seen in a while. It's time to reach out to them. They could help you have more fun and have that childlike joy again. Maybe there's some inner child stuff going on, but I feel like you haven't been expressing yourself creatively or listening to your intuition, and you feel like you're kind of stuck where you are right now, Group 3, and like things aren't really going your way. You might also be feeling like you don't have a friend to talk to right now, and it's time to just walk away from these negative thoughts, these negative situations, these negative emotions, and go to the higher ground. Like literally you might be being called to travel. Maybe there's been some travel plans you've been wanting to do, but they were put on hold the past few years, past 2 years longer, or maybe just recently. Just like, what have you always wanted to do? Where have you always wanted to go? Who have you wanted to call up in a while? Time to put aside any grudges and any past drama and call them up if you want to talk to them. And what did you used to love doing as a child that was creative? Express yourself. Get out there. Like if things aren't going your way, this is a call to take action with this 8 of Cups here. This is taking action. With the red outfit here, that is like someone who is doing purposeful action. They know something's missing from their life, so they're going after to get it. And it might not be like the easiest journey, but they are leveling up. They're going to higher ground. So it is time to do that, and the way to do that is to think about what makes you happy. If you don't know where to go or what to do, what made you happy when you were younger? Like who made you happy? What did you always want to do? Like when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Like that kind of thing. Spirit is saying. But I feel like there's some creative hobby here. Oh, this card, 2 cards just flew out. Oh, you and your loved ones are safe. I feel like this is also saying, like, if you've been wanting to reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a while, like, your connection is still safe. You are okay. And also, if you want to travel and do something and you're afraid to travel because of all the things in the world, whatever, you are safe and you are protected, and your connection is protected. So if you want to start something like a new beginning with someone, your family, something like that, this is a good sign. And then a new start is coming, new moon. Oh, it's interesting. The last group had like all full moon cards almost. You have new moon. A new start is coming. You just got to take the first steps, you know? It's going to be really good. And the new moon is great for manifesting. So what is it you want to manifest? What is it you want to do? Spirit's really coming through like loud and clear for you in this group to really figure out what makes you light, what fills up your cup. Who fills up your cup? Let's see, what should we do now? Let's get them. Spirit, what else you have for group number 2? 3. Why do I keep calling you the wrong group? Sorry. Have people not been... I feel like maybe you've been called the wrong name, or people you feel forgotten. You're not forgotten. There's just not, you're coming out of a time. Oh, wow, a month of the year came out. They came out in the last group. Maybe that's why I said that. January just fell out of... Look how many cards I'm shuffling. So this is reminding me, I said this to the last group too. What goals have you set in the past that kind of didn't happen or were pushed to the side? This goes along with the childhood thing. Like, what did you set? Maybe it was New Year's resolutions, but it could have been any goals throughout your life. Like with this group, I'm really feeling like it was like childhood dreams and stuff like that. But really, there's just been this like period of stagnation, and maybe you just forgot about it. Whatever those dreams were, just like totally frozen in the past. It's time to like melt that ice and like, get moving on those projects again. Whatever it is that you really made you feel good. It's time. You're going to be breaking out of some period of stagnation and like bubbling up. Like you're going to be feeling so much better and lighter soon. So I'm sorry if you've been feeling down, like things have been stagnant, not working out for you. Yeah, I feel like you guys recently, like whatever we're talking about, you're like, I can't do that. I did it in the past, but it was unsuccessful. Or broken bridges with other people. Like I can't reach out to them. Those bridges are burned. Maybe they were in the past, but take a different route. Take a different way this time. Different methods. And just because something failed in the past does not mean it's going to fail again this time. Take whatever happened in the past as a learning experience, and like use whatever information you've gathered and everything, and use it to your advantage. Just because something didn't work out in the past doesn't mean it won't now. Just look for a different bridge to take. Maybe that bridge is broken, but there's another like road somewhere else. Maybe it'll be a longer road. Maybe it'll be a little bumpy, but you can still get across or get to where you want to go. Don't let things in the past hold you back and keep you stagnant. It's time to like do some release ritual or something and leave behind what doesn't serve you anymore and go find what makes you happy. And it looks like you might be meeting someone new that's really going to help you. And is that a world right there? What is that? A meeting with a stranger could be important. Handshake. I think you're going to be meeting someone new out in the world somewhere, like, I don't know where, but like out of your house, obviously it's a stranger, but I feel like you're going to be meeting someone that is really going to help you get out of this stagnant space, like meeting a new friend. But they're going to feel like they're always your friend, and that's going to really help you. So I think this is confirming like this will be important, like getting out of the house and trying new things, letting people into your life, like meeting new people. Maybe you've kind of cut people out because you've been burned in the past by others. Others might have lied to you in the past, kept you like, just made you feel lonely and unimportant. There's people out there that are like your soul family that are going to love you so much. What else do we have for group number 3? Goddess. As you begin to unravel deeper levels of self-love, you release old patterns and reconnect your inner goddess. Align with the divine feminine and tap into your ethereal essence. So this is no matter what gender you are, what you identify as. This is just all about like embracing your needs and your wants and being receptive to things. Like maybe there's been some imbalance with the masculine, divine masculine, feminine. We all have both. But this is all about like self-love. I feel like you're denying yourself love in some way. You're denying yourself like new starts and new beginnings because something in the past. But you realize like that doesn't define you. Live in the present moment. Love yourself. Release old patterns. This is really great. What else, Spirit, for group number 3? Oh, the first card that flipped over is the Sun. The Sun is happy outcome, success. And the Star. These are like the 2 best cards, in my opinion. All-encompassing warmth and happiness, and success and clarity on your path, and divine protection and inspiration. You are divinely protected, and you have it like the light is going to be clear during the day and at night. Your path is going to become much more clearer, and this is such a good sign. Happiness is coming. Success is coming. Clarity to get out of this little funk and where to go. Like you are being divinely guided. This is like I kind of got that feeling like soul family, that you are being divinely guided here to get, like Spirit really wants you to get out of this stagnation and cross that bridge into new territory. A new start is coming, and it's going to be freaking everything you want and more, like you can't even imagine. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm happy for you. What else for group number 3? The Mandragora, am I saying that wrong? Mandragora mother, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Find the secrets hidden in the brambles. In the brambles? Gosh, I don't even know, but this is like underground. Yes, I feel like there's some like deep stuff in like this. There might be some like inner child work to do too with this, like the root chakra. Some of you guys might want to look into that, but really I feel like there's so much more to you than you realize. You're so like complex in a beautiful way and have so much to offer the world, and you're just getting started. You're like rooted down. There's so many things, like I think the brambles are what's underneath the earth. Like you're just starting to branch out into something like so beautiful, your life. Like, and there's secrets. I feel like what you want to do and stuff, you might not be clear right now. I feel like you really need to like work on your inner child, and maybe some shadow work or something like that is coming through to release this trauma or whatever has happened, this pain from the past, and use it constructively to move forward. I really think a new person is going to help you tremendously. And then we have Walker of the Wind. The raven shows the way. Be courageous. Change and chance can bring exciting wonders. Yes. And with the raven too, I'm thinking like learning new things, trying new things, exploring will be so great. And look, there's a key right there. You're going to find the key to this happiness very soon. But the thing is, you just have to make the first steps. Change and chance can bring exciting wonders. The raven shows the way. Be courageous. Maybe you'll see birds when you're out in nature and stuff. That could be like symbols too. Maybe the key, but like ravens are very intelligent, and you are too. And I feel like you've doubted your gifts and your talents, but it's time to break free and use them. Try new things, and you're going to be so happy. For real. Group number 3. 11th house, like that's all about like friendships. Also, it's like the Make-A-Wish house. Like all your wishes are going to come true. It just is going to take some action with Aries here. Like you're just going to need to take that bold step. Yes, you really are. And it's time to walk away from, it's time to walk towards your destiny. This is the North Node. Your destiny is waiting for you. You're being guided right now. You just need to take that. It's a little scary. Take those first steps, but friendships coming to you, success, happiness, like your true path is coming. And it's just, you got to work through this broken bridge in the past and use your past. I really feel like there's something with this broken bridge in the past to help you move forward. Only you will know. So let's see. Let's get final message from Goddess Isis for you, group number 3. Oh, it's too many. Can we get one, two, not 5? These are long messages. Your spirit guides are very present. They're really ready for you to be happier and follow your true path. Oh my gosh, yeah. Serpent of Fire. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. Oh my God, I was just saying that. Like, whatever happened in the past, like you are more powerful now than you were before. Like any bad things in the past, that's just like learning experiences that make you more powerful now. Like if you didn't have those, you wouldn't know how to navigate things now. So you are really being guided, and maybe working with Goddess Isis will help you, group number 3, but I am excited for you. It looks like there's an amazing path ahead. Use your abilities, your skills, explore them. I really feel like learning some new things will bring out all of this for you, because it seems like they're kind of hidden right now. Like you don't really know all your skills and abilities, but they are coming out for sure. You're being divinely guided. So I hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful. I love you so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you consider doing so. So I will see you in the next video. Bye, group 3. Hi, group 4. You chose Slow, and we're going to read that from the book, which I just noticed happens to be page 44. So you might be seeing synchronicities 44, 444 around, but you don't have to. Just pointing that out because I thought that could be relevant for some of you. But we're going to get messages today from Spirit about what they want you to hear right now. So let's start off with Slow. Slow reminds you that you have all the time you need, not all the time in the world, but all the time you need. Take a breath. pause, assess, soak in the tiny, meaningful moments in your life. You are missing so much. Shift your pace. Stop fretting. Quit rushing. Take a breath. Touch your heart as your breath calms your system. Invite reflection on the things you have been trying to outrun. You'll never move fast enough away. Slow down without fear, knowing that you have all the time you need. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Spirit wants you to slow down, appreciate the now, be in the present. Don't worry about the future, fret about the past. You can really benefit from some breath work and just not rushing. And I know that's easier said than done. Like in today's society, it's like go, 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 like hustle culture, but you're being called just to take some moments, at least every day, for yourself. Take some deep breaths when you feel that anxiety or anything creeping in. We're going to start off today with the tarot. So Spirit, can we get a triplet, please, for what group 4 needs to hear right now? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. What does group number 4 need to hear right now? Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of people might, in this group, perhaps you're working really hard with work. Like work is what is taking up your time and stressing about money, perhaps. There could be some fear about like fighting with other people could be causing you anxiety. There could be fear about commitments you're in. This is really all across the board here I'm seeing. But it's okay to not do everything by the book and take some time out for yourself in whatever way you need. I feel like at work, people respect you and you're really needed, no matter what your position is. I feel like it could also be like your family relying on you. But like Spirit's saying, if you take some time off, you will not, it will be fine. Like, you know, this is in reverse, the 5 of Swords. Maybe you're worried people will get mad at you, you'll lose your job, you'll lose whoever. It's okay to take some time out, you know, like do something in a different way, take a different route, whatever you've been doing, you know, it's time to like reconsider the way you're doing it and try different ways. I'm seeing with the Hierophant here, like when it's upright, it's like traditional ways and stuff. So untraditional ways of doing things, just like for you, it doesn't mean traditional like in the sense like of all society and stuff, but like how are you doing things now and how can you change it from what you've been doing to make it more slower paced so you don't feel as stressed. Like I feel like you'll still be able to get your work done. You won't have conflict, but you just need to do things in a different way. And we have the Page of Swords here on the bottom. So perhaps learning something new in order to do things in a different way. Maybe this is also just like a new idea. And working on anger. I feel like doing breath work, yoga, whatever, getting out in nature, since you're stressed, you might even not realize it, like maybe you are quicker to anger these days, and Spirit's saying like slowing down will help that, but also just like going outside in nature and just doing like something with this clouds here too. I'm feeling like deep breaths. Just take 3 deep breaths when you feel the stress coming on. I think that will be super helpful with the 3 here too. Yeah. I feel like I'm out of breath right now talking to you guys. Oh my God. Yes, you guys, I feel like you're getting worked up about things. And I'm sure it's understandably so, you know. Look, we have 2 5s here. Well, I don't know. But they're reversed. 5 represents chaos sometimes. So I feel like putting in these small efforts, these little steps, these little actions every day to slow down and just do things a little less stress, you know, take a breath and stuff will be leading to less disruption, less chaos in your life. What else for group number 4? Whoa, let's see what that is. Coin. Oh, if you're worried about money, money will be coming to you. This flew to the ground. You're going to be like, what are you talking about? Like working less is going to bring in more money? And Spirit's like, yes. Work smarter, not harder. The coin is coming. I feel like you're going to find a new way to do things easier, less stress, slower life, and like it's gonna bring in more money than when you were working hard, like grinding, you know. I love that for you. Oh my gosh. And slowing down, spiritual guidance on the bottom. Angel, you're protected. Your angels are here right now telling you this. You are protected. If you're worried about slowing down, like you won't get money and all that stuff, you'll maybe lose, like people you mean to, there'll be harsh words exchanged, whatever. You're protected from harm. Like lighting some candles, having flowers around and stuff too, I think will be really helpful. Like making your environment more like less stressful. Like maybe there's a lot of clutter around you, like mentally and physically. And I think decluttering that, like journaling out your mental clutter, going on walks if you can. But journaling, I feel like everyone's capable of that. Just getting out what's in your head before you get all worked up and stuff like that and cause any conflict or whatever, you know, is going on with you. And also lighting candles, like cleaning out your closet, just like visual clutter around you. You don't realize like sometimes that can really cause more anxiety. So you're being called to do that right now, I'm getting from Spirit. But things are going to be okay once you make these small changes. Like just do a little bit every day. Take like 5 minutes, then 10, you know, whatever it is you can do. Because I know there's many people that's like, I can't do that. You know, we all can take a few minutes every day, realistically, right? Right. Oh. I need to take a deep breath right now. Oh, blooming. Talk about flowers. Every stage of a plant's life is necessary. Each step is valuable. Your experiences are always adding to the richness of your flowering consciousness. Today, remember to enjoy the garden of your true nature. I feel like maybe having some plants in the house too, but this isn't about that specifically, but I feel like there's something there in this spell too. Let's read it before we talk more. To embody the priestess is to understand the deep connection to the higher realms. The priestess serves as a mediator between heaven and earth. Seek answers through meditation. A balanced spirit always prospers. Okay, I'm getting this right now that your spirit guides, you know, they're clearly coming through right now. They're here, but they want you to talk to them more. Maybe this is the Hierophant reverse is kind of like you haven't been connected to your higher self or your divine God, whatever it is. If you're religious, spiritual, I feel like they're trying to talk to you and they want to know that you're protected and all that. And they are here, spiritual guidance and also higher realms. A balanced spirit always prospers. This really goes to a slowing down and being more balanced with work and play. And prospers, like once you get more balance with that, you'll be working less, having more fun, and you'll be prosperous. You'll be having more money. You'll be feeling better. You'll be blooming. Group number 4. For real. This is beautiful. I love how your guides are coming through right now. What else for group number 4, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like tense, like kind of out of breath, a little bit of like tension in my chest, not like chest pain. Obviously, if you're experiencing chest pain, go to the doctor. But I feel like there's a lot of anxiety here that needs, and like maybe a little exercising, stretching will help. Whatever it is, deep breaths for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got the broom, and I'm really feeling like this is Spirit saying it's time to do some cleaning. I just got rid of, or not got rid of, I like donated multiple bags of clothes and I got rid of, like I had all this like recycling building up and I brought it to the place to be recycled, whatever you call it. And it felt really good and I felt like that made room for more abundance to come in. I've had one manifestation come in 1 hour today, you guys. So I think that will be helpful. I'm feeling called to say that to you. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like you guys are really just doing the daily grind, daily hustle, and Spirit's like, it's time to stop that hustle. Stop that hustle. Like, don't keep doing that. If you keep doing that, something in the broom could be like repetitive things. Like, if you don't like your situation now, if you don't change what's going on now, the same situation is going to continue. Whoa. Oh my God. Did you see how that flew out? It's time for some changes. Spirit's saying, thank you, Spirit. Change from the daily culture, culture. What am I talking about? The daily grind and daily just survival mindset. Like, you know, just work, like just trying to survive. Like, no, live to live. Don't live to work, you know. Finding a balance between work and play will be so important for you. And like, seriously, money's going to come when you do that. Oh my God. You know, on the bottom is heart, love, happiness, upbeat emotions coming too with these changes. And I don't think they're too drastic of changes. I think it really starts with the mindset, just taking more time out for yourself. Let's see. What else for group number 4, Spirit? Sorry, am I not? The camera always moves for each group. Can you see this okay? What else for group number 4, Spirit? Do they need to know? Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Yeah. I think, oh good. And then we have full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. So I'm getting another message here from Spirit, like you're working a lot, you're doing all this stuff potentially, whatever you're doing that's making you feel stressed. I think some of these changes could be just like setting some boundaries, setting some scheduling, and that might seem like more work, but when you schedule things and do them in set times, it will lead to faster outcomes and less work ultimately, and lead to these issues resolving. No matter what, I really feel like your issues are resolving, but like, I think you also need to like plan what time for fun. Your dreams need a practical plan, not work. Your dreams need a practical plan. Like, what do you love to do? It's really important for you to start making time in your schedule for fun, for whatever your dreams are. What are your aspirations in life? Like, is your aspiration to be happy? Have more? Made me think about Beyonce song I love, but it's time to make time for happiness. Whatever it is that fuels you, makes you feel good. What else? Spirit for group number 4. What else for group number 4? Hedge guardians. Walk Windershins and seek the land under the hill. Windershins. Oh, that means counterclockwise, I think. Right? And is that right? Yeah, it's telling you to do things differently. Maybe I'm interpreting that word wrong, but I think that it means doing things differently. That's this message, like whatever you've been doing, like it's, we already talked about in the very beginning with the Hierophant reversed. Doing things different will just bring forth, like things you might be like, oh, I couldn't do that, whatever it is. That's not the right way to do things. Maybe it's not the right way for some people, but it'll be the right way for you. The Troll Fae. I literally read that word in a book, like last night when I was reading. Like, that must be for a reason, for you guys, group 4. Anyways, the Troll Fae. Follow the secret signs, as treasure could be found where you least expect them. Yes, for real. The non-traditional route, in whatever sense that means to you, is where all your treasures lie. Follow the secret signs. Yes. Okay, you know how we started off the reading with 444, and then we had 55, and like angel right here? Look out for angel numbers and synchronicities around you, but don't just like look up what the meaning is on the internet. Group 4, keep a journal. We already mentioned journaling for you too. If you don't journal, it's definitely important, but in your journal or in your phone, whatever, write down what you're doing and like what's going through your mind when you see these repeating numbers and synchronicities, and that will help guide you to find the treasure and also help your angels communicate with you. We have Aries. This is coming out a lot. It's time to take bold action. And then Pluto, transform. Yeah, there's a lot of transformation coming in here in your life. In the 9th house. Yeah, I feel like seeing the bigger picture, seeing things outside of what you're normally doing. Like, and also 9th house rules spirituality, talking to your spirit guides, looking out for those angel numbers, and communicating with your guides. If you already do that, maybe in your journal doing like automatic writing, you can look into that. That's coming to me right now. That could be really helpful for you. But yeah, I think seeing the bigger picture and talking to your guides and taking some bold actions to slow down will transform your life in the most positive way. Let's get one final message from Goddess Isis for group number 4. It's the Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment. Are you kidding me? Are essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. This is full circle here. Yes. I feel you guys should like screenshot this and read this again. So, great way to close out your reading. Rest and replenishment, balance. Couldn't say it better myself. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Group 4, for being here. I hope this resonated, and mostly, I hope it was helpful. And yeah, I love you so much. I hope you're well. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you consider doing so. So, I will see you in the next video. Bye, Group 4. I love you.